I'm Deep Mahaman and you're watching the Redmen TV.
Imagine a birthday, you don't need to go to Burger King.
Excellent. Welcome to the Redmen TV, of course, following our Carling Cup final success. Woo! Exactamundo, brilliant. That's just amazing, that, isn't it? that's how good it was. Yes. Anyway, we've got Arsenal, of course, coming up in the Premier League. It's the early kick-off on Saturday, so we thought we'd bring you a little preview show. Right, obviously, coming off the back of the Carling Cup final win, Chris, the momentum should be with us. You know, that kind of the momentum generated by finally lifting a piece of silverware should put us as strong favourites for any game, except for the fact that Arsenal have just come back from 2 goals down to beat Spurs in a derby game 5-2. So obviously they're going to be flying. So it's basically a sort of the irresistible force meets the immovable object. What
X-Men.
Why not?
Wasn't that from X-Men?
Why not?
Okay, sound.
What do you reckon, mate?
Don't know. As you say, no, in normal circumstances we'd be massive favourites, but if we'd just done that to Everton, then that is some big pendulum swing in momentum, isn't it?
That's excellent. Nice visualization as well. Like, I like that. I really saw that swinging in front of me. The thing we've got to remember is that Arsenal were being derided as this side that were on the way down. Arsene Wenger was the shittest manager since non-sliced bread, and everyone was basically saying that they're finished. All of a sudden, all like the frailties and all that seemed to have gone. Okay, don't get me wrong. Defensively, they're still a bit suspect, but to have the intestinal fortitude to come back from 2 goals down in a game of that magnitude speaks volumes about the danger that Arsenal still provide.
Well, yeah, they still play good football, but I think they're a bit like us in that they normally create a lot of chances and quite frequently they don't finish them.
Yeah.
Obviously we've been having that problem this season, but Theo Walcott in the game was brilliant second half, wasn't he? He really did sort of turn it round for them.
And let's not forget,
he's just unbelievable.
It's frightening, isn't it? RVP has just become this demigod of Premier League striking. I always thought he was good, but I never thought he'd be like this prolific centre forward. I never watch him come up through Arsenal. Like, I know he's not been there since he was a kid, like, you mean, but he was young enough, and I always thought he'd be like a second striker. You know, everyone compared him to Bergkamp at the time because he was Dutch and because he was good on the ball. But I never thought he would become this like number 9, leading the line, scoring, being Arsenal's top goal scorer kind of thing.
Yeah, he seems to link up with play a lot better than he used to. He was always a really selfish cunt, wasn't he?
Yeah. In the Iron Robin mould, perhaps.
Yeah,
like.
Yeah, exactly. And he just seems to be able to stick the ball away. He doesn't need to go past men. Yeah. He just bends it around them.
Now the question is, how on God's green earth do you go about stopping Robin Van Persie? Now, I went to the Anfield Wrap podcast today, lucky enough to make my debut on the award-winning Anfield Wrap.
First and last, I've heard.
Anyway, I was fortunate enough to catch you with Jim Boardman, Mike Gale and the Farm's Peter Hooton, and I posed that very question: how do you stop RVP?
I don't know how you do it legally. I honestly don't know. I think you've just got to be wary of him, haven't you? But at the same time, you're not going to watch out and let others in by focusing on him too much.
Exactly. The temptation with Van Persie is double up on him, because you beat the first man, then you can't beat the second man. But then you're leaving it open for somebody like Walcott, who's just hit form, you know, typically.
Excellent, Pete.
Yeah, I don't think we should worry too much about Van Persie. I think we should be thinking about how we can break them down. I think he'll be feeding on scraps, I think, on Saturday, because I think Arsenal will sit back and they'll just try and hit us on the break. So I think worrying about Van Persie, I don't think is the right thing to do.
I wouldn't have said it was a specific X-Men reference, it's more of a sort of philosophical. Anyway, anyway, yeah, in a nutshell, it's going to be very difficult to stop him, because you just look at that goal he scored at the weekend. Spurs look like they've got him shut down. He takes 2 touches, opens up a crack of space and bends it in the top corner. He's got the ability to do that. Let's move on to a little bit of team news though, Christoph. What have you got for us?
Well, Liverpool's only doubt really is Danny Agger with the crack ribs. We've mentioned it in the subscription show at length.
Yeah, at length. Devastating that though, isn't it?
It really is, because he's just irreplaceable for us at the moment.
It's like we've said all season, or since he got injured, there's no replacement for Lucas Leiva. There's just no direct. But yeah, okay, we can put Jamie Carragher in, and I think we will. You know, or Coates could come in, or any number of possibilities. You shift Martin Kelly inside, whatever. But there's no one of his calibre of a ball playing centre half. No, so he's definitely a massive miss. What about the arse?
The arse. Coquelin, is that how you say it?
Coquelin, yeah. I don't even think he's French. Coquelin, it would be. I don't think he's French, but I've got a feeling he's. Yeah, I've got a feeling he's English. Anyway,
50-50 with a hammy. Vermaelen's 50-50 with an ankle.
He's just a crock. He's like he is there, Danny Agger, isn't he? By all accounts.
Scalacci 50-50. Ramsey 50-50 with an ankle again. Rizicki 50-50. Mertesacker out with an ankle. Santos with an ankle. They need to change the tape down the Emirates.
I think they need to get some sort of tuber grip support for said ankles,
just like thicker socks.
Those shinnies that have got the ankle support built in, like, you know what I mean? Come on.
And Diaby and Wilshere obviously long-term casualties.
Yeah, definitely was good. I mean, by all accounts, they've obviously got.
Straight.
Yes, Wilshere, eat that, lad. Yeah, if you're watching.
If you're watching, Paul says, eat that.
Eat that, my son. No, it's good. It's by all accounts not a bad time to play them. But the thing about Arsenal, and it's why they're very hard to pick players for from a fancy football perspective, because they've got so many just random players in there that you've got no idea how much that would affect a starting lineup. Arsene Wenger will just pull some 17-year-old moderately good kid straight out of his arsehole and put them straight onto the pitch.
He does shit 17-year-old players like no other manager.
Yeah, turns around, curls out another 17-year-old Premier League quality player.
Because he pin-palace.
That is the production machine, literally. I just have a vision of this. Get your heads around this, like Arsene Wenger just towering over their youth structs, just curling out kids. Straight into Arsenal kits, like, you know what I mean, and away you go into the formation. Yeah, if you've not vomited or flicked off after that, thanks for staying around. Right, let's have a look at some of your best bets. We're going to go over to Mary Cooper to see how that's shaping up this week.
Hi and welcome to your best bets. Liverpool face Arsenal this Saturday, so let's take a look at some match odds. For LFC to win, it's 10-11. For a draw, it's 23-10. And for Arsenal to win, it's 12-5. Let's have a look at some full-time scores. For LFC to win 1-0, it's 7-1. For another 4-all draw, it's a massive 200-1. And for Arsenal to win 2-0, it's 20-1. Now here's some of your first scorers. For Suarez to score first, it's 5-1. For Skrtel to score first, it's 25-1. And for Van Persie to score first, it's another 5-1. And here's your cheeky doubles. For Carroll to score first and Liverpool to win 1-0, it's 40-1. For Suarez to score first and Liverpool to win 2-1, it's 35-1. And for Van Persie to score first and Liverpool to win 2-1, it's 80-1. Good luck with your betting, and back to you in the studio.
Boom. Cheeky doubles have never seemed so exciting, have they?
Well, there was a pair of cheeky doubles there, wasn't there?
Yeah, thanks very much, Mary. Yeah, well, Mary should be back next week as well, hopefully. Anyway, moving on from the best bets. I mean, obviously you were having a look at them yourself. For you, as a betting man, what are you looking at? Are you gonna waste any money on another random 4-4?
No, probably not. No. I like the. Was there a Skrtel one I put on there?
There was a Skrtel first goal was 25-1. I know that he was also in for
140-1.
There was that. Like he's obviously in a rich vein of form. As Captain Madface is he like so. I think to be honest, we would.
The nails he eats for breakfast, mate. Sets him up for the day. Definitely. Much better than Weetabix.
Most definitely. Like he does look like he eats babies just for fun. Not for any sustenance.
Let's just hope there's 17-year-old French kids that eats for fun.
Well, there you go. Arsenal, be warned.
Yeah.
Martin Scale will eat your fucking faces, like, you know.
Redmen. Northeast.
Yeah. On to Saturday's fixture though. It won't be an easy game against Arsenal, who just came from 2-0 down to beat Spurs 5-2.
No, it won't be easy, but at the end of the day I'm just looking forward to a great game of football. After all, football is the solution to all of life's problems, isn't it?
Well, tell that to my friend Daniel.
Why?
Herpes.
Oh. Okay.
Anything else?
No, you?
Nah, we've not been on form this week, have we?
No. No, Jordan Henderson feels every week.
Hey!
It's just been a bad show.
See you later.
Now, looking to the league table, obviously you can't put enough on it. It's a massive game. 7 points behind them. They're the ones, literally, they're on the perch at the minute, and the ones we need to knock off. Granted, we've got a game in hand. You know, we win this, takes the 4 points. Game in hand, we could close. I know I'm sick of saying this with Liverpool over the years, because we have a very good track record of fucking up our games in hand.
Always.
However, we've got to get the win if we want to stay in contention. But as I've mentioned, Arsenal they look like they could well have turned the corner with that result at Spurs. So it's going to be a titanic tussle. Is that?
Yeah.
A little bit of alliteration.
Nice alliteration.
Excellent, yeah. So, Chris, before I ask you for your predictions, we still had a little bit of time with Jim, Mike and Pete, so we asked them for their score predictions. So let's go to them first.
Excellent, right, I know you've already done it, haven't just finished the Anfield Wrap, but let's start. Obviously Arsenal at the weekend. Jim, how do you reckon it's going to go, mate?
I think it's going to be a frightening game that we'll win 1-0, but I don't think there'll be a lot of goals in it. Just be a frightening game, I think.
Right.
Everyone's expecting it to be very open. Arsenal very attacking, a lot of space at the back. We can't finish. So I'm thinking we're going to be quite a lot tighter than we were on Sunday. So another draw at Anfield, 0-0.
Is that where your money's going on?
Yeah.
Pete?
Yeah, I think Arsenal will sit back myself and try and hit Liverpool on the break. I think it'll be a very tight game, but I think Suarez is due a good game. Since he's come back, he hasn't been playing that well, and I can see him, especially with Arsenal's defence, I can see him opening up their defence a little bit. So I'll go for 2-1. I actually said 2-1 in the Anfield Wrap, but I was even thinking of changing it to 2-0. Yeah, 2-0.
Excellent. See, we've got variation now. Does Carroll start up front though?
No, I wouldn't start Carroll up front. I'd have Suarez up front with Bellamy playing behind him, just to the side of him, That's the way I'd go.
No, not for this one. I think we can't be as open and spread across the pitch as we were against Cardiff. We're going to have to be a lot tighter than that. I can see a role for Cout in this, possibly wide, in either a 4-3-3 or a 5, with a 1 up front being probably Suarez or Bellamy potentially.
Yeah, I think more or less the same. If you have Bellamy and Cout in the side, you're kind of a 4-5-1 or a 4-3-3, aren't you, depending on what's going on. Give Carroll a rest this time.
Yeah, Christoph, let's move on to your good self. What do you think?
2-1 Liverpool.
Really? Any thoughts on scorers?
RVP. First goal.
To open the scoring?
Yeah.
Any more?
I've got a feeling Downing's going to get one.
Really?
Really.
Prove that he's not just a championship quality player, and maybe produce some of that cup form in the league, where we paid all that money for him to do it.
Thing is, Bakary Sagna, I'm not going to say, I can't say it.
He's good. I like Sagna. I think he's a good player. Are you about to say you don't? I don't like his hair. It looks like he's tried to copy Taribo West. He's blind.
He's pretty good going forwards.
Well, I was a peach of a head at the weekend.
Defensively, I think he's pretty gash.
Suspect
at best.
I don't know. I think he's a guy. For me, as far as right backs go, I'd have him up there with the top in the league. I think he offers a lot going forward and defensively as well. So who knows? I mean, maybe you're right, maybe you're wrong. What do you think about Bakary Sagna?
Let us know.
Do you think his hair looks stupid? Do you think it looks awesome? I don't really care either way, but let us know in the comments section underneath. Do you think he's suspect defensively? Maybe he is. Maybe he's. I do not know. Anyway, I personally...
Yours? Yeah, what were yours?
I nearly got away with that. No, my Anfield Wrap prediction, I managed to get away with just saying I think we'll win, but it'll be tough. And this is going to be a nail biter. This it's either going to be a 1-0 or a 3-2. I think it's got thriller written all over it. This, although that being said, it's a game. It's at Anfield. It's probably going to be a fucking draw, isn't it? By all accounts. So let's not go wild. Well, no, I think.
Go on,
one more.
Make your predictions. I'm skating around it.
3-2 to Liverpool.
And scorers?
Suarez, 2, and the other goal from Stiggy, Charlie Adam, deflected goal. For them, I really don't know. I wouldn't put it past Theo Walcott because I've basically just said how shit he is all season. That he owes me a slap around the face, like. Anyway, yeah. If you're interested, our subscriber show this week, it was focusing a lot more on putting the final touches, the final word, and a slightly more sober analysis of our Carling Cup final victory. A little bit more in depth than my probably slightly slurred approach.
Slightly inebriated ravings.
Slightly inebriated, yeah. And yourself, Chris, for X Factor 2012, was it?
Apparently so.
Dynamite.
But I don't think people realise that most of the singing there was you at the end.
Don't know what you're talking about. Can't believe it.
I'm surprised you didn't edit that out, to be honest with you.
Well, my bassy tones, out of tune, belting, You'll Never Walk Alone, that may or may not have been me. Yes, I will hold my hand up anyway. Yeah, thanks very much for watching the show. Please do leave your comments, leave your predictions, your score predictions, your team lineups. Who do you think is going to start? Because I think there's definitely going to be a reshuffle compared to the starting lineup that started at the weekend against Cardiff. I could see Dirk Kuyt starting this
instead of Hendo.
Definitely, I don't think Henderson deserves to keep his place based on that performance of the weekend. People said he was shit. I don't think he was shit. He instead of being his normal sort of 7 out of 10, he was a 6-ish, occasionally dropping to 5. So I could see Henderson definitely making way.
I'd like to see Spearing come back in.
I think Spearing he's got to. Right, here you go. It's an argument you can help me out with, and it's an argument once again. Yet another plug for the Anfield Wrap. I said 4-4-2 is a bag of wank. Everyone agrees with me, right? You agree with me, and if you agree with me, let me know in the comment section, because I'm having I can see a little bit of a debate with the Anfield Wrap's Rob Gutman coming up on this, who clearly doesn't think that 4-4-2 is a bag of wank. Right,
so basically, let us know if
I'm right. If you're pro 4-4-2 or anti 4-4-2, it's anti, isn't it? Yeah. Be your Bessie mate. Anyway,
all you gutter maniacs out there.
The gut maniacs.
Running
wild on me.
Let him fucking know.
Yeah, thanks very much. If you want to watch more of us this week, of course, as I say, we're on the subscription show. It's on the redmentv.com. First month is still free, but you know this. Check it out, why don't you? And if you want to hear a little bit more from me, as I say, I'm on the Anfield Wrap podcast. That's the anfieldwrap.com. It's also on iTunes as well. It's actually flying up the football podcasting charts at the minute, kicking the ass of some very, very well established and professional podcasts.
I'll tell you who else made the return to the Redmen TV this week on the subscription show.
The Bitter Red.
The Bitter fucking Red.
Yeah, so if you hate him, stay clear this week, because he's back. He's not happy. Anyway, yeah, thanks very much for watching, and I shall see you this Saturday after the game. Can't wait. Should be a hell of a match.
Yeah,
I love that. Can I just say I love that crowd. It's such a good look. I think we should. Anyone watch Chris had the suit on last week. Do you think this tops the suit? I think so.
Let me know. I'm at Mr. Blood Red.
Oh, that's a point. Yeah, in fact, Chris's Twitter followers are, let's face it, abysmal by comparison to the actual Redmen TV one. So please do give Chris a follow. It'll make him feel loved at Mr. Blood Red on Twitter. Is that right?
I'm straight at Mr. Blood Red.
He's hilarious, and he'll tell you funny things and stuff.
At random times of the day. Normally like 6 in the morning, 7 in the morning.
Definitely worth it. Definitely worth a follow. Come on, you're more entertaining than like Gaga, aren't you? Don't answer that. Anyway, thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you on Saturday. Good night.